Have you ever felt that deep pull in your heart, as if the universe is calling for something profound to shift in your life? That sense of anticipation, as though something is on the brink of change. If so, you may be feeling the subtle stirrings of the upcoming lunar eclipse. This celestial event is much more than just a visual spectacle. It's a time when the cosmic energies converge in such a way that emotions are heightened. Relationships are challenged, and the universe offers us an opening for transformation and healing. As the lunar eclipse approaches, the energy in the air becomes almost tangible. It's a moment when the atmosphere feels charged, and you may notice an increase in your sensitivity. This heightened awareness can manifest in various ways, such as a deeper connection to your emotions or a clearer understanding of what you truly desire. The eclipse amplifies these feelings, making them more intense and more urgent, calling you to pay attention to what has been brewing beneath the surface for some time. It's a period when the usual distractions of life seem to fade away, and you're left with a stronger sense of clarity, even if that clarity is challenging to confront. During this time, relationships, whether personal or professional, can feel especially exposed. The eclipse has a way of bringing out the hidden dynamics between people, shining a light on aspects that may have been kept in the shadows for a long time. This could be a time when long-buried issues come to the surface, or when communication becomes more direct and confrontational. While this might feel uncomfortable, it also provides an opportunity for growth. Relationships that have been stagnant or unclear can undergo a transformation, as the eclipse forces us to look closely at the truths that have been left unsaid. You may feel more attuned to the unspoken emotions in your relationships, recognizing patterns that have been holding you back or preventing deeper connections. The emotional intensity that accompanies the lunar eclipse can be overwhelming, and you may find yourself experiencing a range of emotions that you can't quite explain. You may feel both deeply connected to others and yet detached at the same time, as if the energy of the eclipse is pulling you between different emotional extremes. This is normal during such a powerful cosmic event. The universe is asking you to pay attention to the emotions that surface, whether they are positive or negative, because they are indicators of what needs to be addressed or released. The eclipse encourages you to dive into the depths of your emotional landscape, to confront feelings that have been lingering and unresolved, and to allow yourself to experience these emotions fully so that you can heal and move forward. At the same time, the lunar eclipse is not just about emotional turmoil or relational challenges. It also brings the potential for profound healing. By confronting the deep-seated emotions or unresolved issues that arise, you are opening yourself up to the possibility of transformation. The eclipse acts as a catalyst for this process, providing the energy and the momentum needed to break through old patterns and make lasting changes. While this transformation might not happen overnight, the events and feelings that arise during this period will create a foundation for future growth, both emotionally and spiritually. This is a time when the universe invites you to step into your own power, to embrace the changes that are unfolding, and to trust the process of transformation. The energies of the eclipse are pushing you to take action, to make decisions that are aligned with your true self. If there have been areas of your life where you've been holding back or resisting change, the eclipse may bring those areas into sharp focus, urging you to make choices that are more in line with your authentic desires. It's a moment when you might feel an overwhelming urge to let go of the past, to release what no longer serves you, and to step forward into a new chapter of your life. The energy of the eclipse is pushing you to release any emotional baggage that has been weighing you down, whether it's from past relationships, past experiences, or old beliefs that no longer resonate with who you are today. The lunar eclipse encourages you to trust your intuition and the guidance you receive from within. As emotions are stirred and relationships are put to the test, Your inner voice may become clearer, helping you navigate the emotional landscape with more confidence. This is a time when your intuition is heightened, and if you are open to it, it can guide you toward the right decisions and the right path forward. The universe is always communicating with you, but during the lunar eclipse, the messages may be more apparent, more direct, and more aligned with your personal growth. If you've been feeling uncertain about your path or about certain relationships, this is a time to trust that the universe is showing you what needs to change and how to move forward. At the same time, the eclipse invites you to be open to new possibilities and new ways of thinking. The emotional and relational shifts that occur during this time may challenge your existing beliefs or expectations, but they also offer the opportunity to expand your perspective. You might find that what once seemed important no longer holds the same significance, or that relationships that were once central to your life are shifting in a way that makes room for new connections. The eclipse is a reminder that life is constantly in flux, and sometimes letting go of the old is necessary to make room for something better. It's a time to embrace the unknown, to trust that the changes you are experiencing are part of a larger cosmic plan that is designed to guide you toward your highest good. The lunar eclipse also invites us to release the need for control. While it's natural to want to hold on to things that feel safe or familiar, the energy of the eclipse calls us to surrender to the flow of life. This doesn't mean giving up on our goals or dreams, but rather allowing the universe to guide us toward the best outcome, even if that means letting go of certain attachments. The eclipse reminds us that we are not always in control of the outcome, but we are always in control of how we respond to the changes and challenges that arise. Embracing the flow of life can bring a sense of peace and freedom, allowing us to move forward with more trust and less resistance. During this time, you may also find yourself reflecting on your past and assessing the emotional patterns that have shaped your life. The lunar eclipse brings the opportunity to review what has worked and what hasn't, to look at the areas where you've grown and the areas that still need attention. This is a time for honest self-reflection, where you can take stock of where you've been and where you want to go. The energy of the eclipse provides the clarity needed to make important decisions about your future, and it offers the opportunity to heal old wounds, let go of past regrets, and step into a new phase of your journey. As the lunar eclipse unfolds, it is important to remember that the cosmic energies are not simply for observation. They are meant to be engaged with. The eclipse brings a window of opportunity for transformation, healing, and growth, but it's up to you to embrace it. The emotions that surface, the relationships that are tested, and the insights that arise are all part of a larger process that is guiding you toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, and that the changes you experience during this time are leading you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world. This isn't just a fleeting feeling, it is a powerful invitation to delve deeper into the emotional currents that shape your connections with others. During this eclipse, relationships are set to undergo a profound transformation. The energies at play are strong, and they have the potential to either propel you forward or present challenges in ways that may feel unexpected. It's a time when the universe seems to nudge you, encouraging you to face what has been left unresolved within your relationships. The cosmic forces are aligning to push you toward deeper understanding and clearer resolutions, whether you're ready or not. The eclipse energy is intense, and it often brings hidden emotions to the surface. What was once buried or ignored can no longer remain hidden. These are not small matters. These are the deep-seated emotions and issues that may have been simmering beneath the surface for some time. As the eclipse takes hold, you may find yourself suddenly overwhelmed by feelings you've been avoiding or suppressing. It's a period when the universe insists on bringing the truth into the light, whether it is something you've been keeping from yourself or something within your relationships that has remained unspoken. The lunar eclipse doesn't let us keep the status quo. It asks us to confront what we've been avoiding. During this time, emotions can become more intense. You might experience moments where feelings you didn't realize were so close to the surface come rushing in. You may feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or even conflicted about how to handle these rising emotions. Whether it's an issue within yourself, your partner, or even within the relationship dynamic, the eclipse presents an opportunity to address these unresolved matters. It is a time when you can no longer keep pushing things aside or pretending they don't matter. The universe is creating a space for you to face them head-on and make the necessary decisions. In relationships, the eclipse offers an opportunity for deep introspection. It's a period to ask yourself the hard questions, the ones you've been avoiding for too long. What do you truly need from the connection you have with others? Have you been honest with yourself about what you want from this relationship? Now is the time to take stock and dig into the truth of your desires, needs, and fears. It's a time when the emotional fog that has clouded your understanding starts to clear, and you're left with the raw reality of what's been happening in your relationships. It may be uncomfortable, but it's also incredibly liberating. It's a chance to finally face the truth and to understand what is and is not serving your growth. The eclipse energy can push you to confront the emotions you've been suppressing. If you've been holding back or avoiding discussing difficult topics with your partner, this period may make it impossible to stay silent any longer. Whether it's feelings of resentment, disappointment, or unmet needs, these emotions may rise to the surface during the eclipse. While this may feel overwhelming or challenging, it's actually an invitation to heal, to speak the truth that have been hidden, and to bring a sense of clarity to your relationships. The lunar eclipse isn't about creating chaos, it's about creating the necessary conditions for growth and healing. By confronting these emotions and opening up the dialogue, you allow for the possibility of transformation and reconnection. This eclipse also invites you to reflect on your emotional patterns and how they have influenced your relationships. Are there recurring issues that seem to always come up, no matter how hard you try to ignore them? These patterns are often tied to deeper emotional wounds or unresolved issues that need to be addressed. The eclipse energy brings the perfect opportunity for you to explore these emotional patterns and gain insight into why certain dynamics keep repeating. It's a time to ask yourself how you can break free from these cycles, how you can evolve beyond the old emotional habits that no longer serve you, and how you can create healthier, more fulfilling connections. The emotional transformations that occur during this time may not be easy, and they may not happen all at once, but they will be important. The eclipse forces us to slow down, to look closely at the emotional landscape we've built, and to decide if it still aligns with our authentic selves. In the midst of this process, you may feel vulnerable, perhaps even unsure of where your relationships are headed. This is a natural part of the eclipse energy. It's an invitation to allow yourself to be honest, to be vulnerable, and to trust that the emotional shifts happening are part of a larger process of healing and growth. Even if things feel uncertain or uncomfortable in the moment, trust that the eclipse is providing the space for you to create something more real and aligned with your true desires. During this time, it's important to give yourself permission to feel. The eclipse encourages emotional authenticity, which means allowing yourself to express what's truly going on inside. Whether you're experiencing joy, frustration, sadness, or confusion, it's crucial to honor these emotions rather than pushing them down. It may also be helpful to engage in practices that allow you to process these emotions in a healthy way. Whether that's journaling, talking with someone you trust, or spending time in meditation to reflect on the shifts that are occurring. The more you allow yourself to acknowledge your feelings, the more you open the door for clarity and resolution in your relationships. The energy of the eclipse also encourages you to let go of past patterns that have held you back from having truly fulfilling connections. If you've been holding on to old grudges, fears, or resentments, this is a perfect time to release them. The lunar eclipse presents an opportunity to let go of the emotional baggage that no longer serves you, clearing the way for new, healthier emotional dynamics to emerge. It's a time to let go of the need to control or manipulate outcomes and instead allow your relationships to evolve naturally. Trust that the universe is guiding you toward the right connections, and if something is meant to change or shift, it's happening for a reason. The lunar eclipse isn't just about confronting difficult emotions or making challenging decisions. It is about creating the space for healing and growth. It's a time to embrace the changes happening in your emotional and relational world, knowing that these shifts are ultimately for your highest good. By facing what has been hidden, speaking your truth, and allowing yourself to process your emotions, you open the door to a new chapter in your relationships, one that is more authentic, more aligned with your true self, and more capable of supporting your growth and healing. As emotions surface during this time, the eclipse brings with it a powerful opportunity for growth. It's a period that calls for mindfulness and compassion, not just toward others, but also toward yourself. Emotions can feel overwhelming during such a potent celestial event, but they are not here to overwhelm you for no reason. Rather, they serve as guides, pointing you toward areas of your life that need attention and transformation. This is your moment to see things clearly, without the distortions we often place on situations due to past experiences or biases. The lunar eclipse gives you the clarity needed to view your relationships, your emotions, and your intentions in their true light, allowing you to better understand the underlying truths that might have been hidden before. While emotions run high, they are not simply disruptive forces. Instead, they serve as invitations to dig deeper, to peel back the layers that have built up over time, and to uncover what's been quietly simmering beneath the surface. It's easy to avoid emotions or to push them aside, especially when they feel intense or uncomfortable. However, the energy of the eclipse pushes us to face them head-on. Now is the time to embrace those feelings, to welcome them as part of the natural flow of life, and to see how they can guide you to a place of deeper understanding. Rather than letting emotions dictate your actions impulsively, you are being asked to approach them with a sense of mindfulness and balance. This is also a time for profound self-compassion. While emotions may feel exaggerated, they are there for a reason, and they are providing insight into areas of your life that need healing. It is crucial to approach yourself with kindness and patience during this period. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay. You don't need to have all the answers or resolutions immediately. What matters is that you give yourself permission to feel without judgment, without rushing towards solutions. Allow the emotions to unfold, giving yourself the space to process them fully without trying to escape or suppress them. Compassionate self-reflection can help you navigate this intense period without getting lost in negative thinking or self-criticism. During this lunar eclipse, old anxieties or fears that have been lingering in the background of your mind may also come to the forefront. These fears may be linked to past experiences or unresolved issues that have been tucked away, waiting for a time when you would be ready to face them. The eclipse energy serves as a catalyst for bringing these fears to light. And although this can feel uncomfortable, it's ultimately a form of emotional release. The fears that rise now may not be new. They might be patterns that have followed you for some time, but the energy of the eclipse asks you to confront them, to address them with courage, and to heal from them. The fears and anxieties that have been holding you back need not control you any longer. This is a time to reclaim your emotional strength by addressing these fears directly. The lunar eclipse may also highlight issues within your relationships that have been long ignored or brushed under the rug. There may be tensions or misunderstandings that have quietly accumulated, leaving behind a residue of unresolved feelings. Perhaps there are things you and your partner have been avoiding talking about, or perhaps you've both let certain issues linger without discussing them. Now the eclipse brings these matters to the surface, urging you to deal with them head-on. This energy does not magnify these challenges to punish you. It magnifies them to give you an opportunity for healing and resolution. When left unchecked, small issues can grow into larger problems, and the eclipse offers you the chance to bring these issues into the open so that they can be addressed, understood, and healed. While it's natural to feel some discomfort when faced with unresolved tensions, the eclipse's energy is not only about bringing issues to light, it also provides the necessary conditions for healing and growth. It's a time when relationships can undergo a transformation, as old wounds are finally acknowledged and dealt with. Whether you're working through misunderstandings, frustrations, or hurt feelings, the eclipse energy is encouraging you to engage in open communication. It's a time to be honest about how you're feeling, to express yourself without fear of judgment, and to listen with an open heart to the other person's perspective. Addressing these issues, even when it feels difficult, brings you closer to the truth. The lunar eclipse urges you to create a space in your relationships where honesty, vulnerability, and emotional openness are welcomed. It's a time to have the conversations that you've been avoiding, knowing that doing so will help you move forward with greater clarity and understanding. As painful as it may feel in the moment, working through these challenges allows for deeper emotional connection and lays the foundation for healthier, more authentic relationships in the future. The emotions that rise to the surface during this eclipse can serve as powerful tools for transformation. Rather than avoiding them, embrace them as part of your healing process. As the eclipse shines a light on unresolved fears, anxieties, and relational issues, you have the opportunity to address them with intention. The energy of the eclipse pushes you to do the hard work of facing what has been hidden or ignored, but it also offers the reward of emotional and spiritual growth. This is a time to transform old patterns that no longer serve you, to release past hurts, and to open your heart to new ways of being in your relationships. It's important to remember that the lunar eclipse doesn't force you to act immediately. The emotions and revelations that come to light may require time to process and understand fully. This is not a moment for rash decisions or impulsive actions. Instead, take the time to sit with your feelings, to reflect on the insights that arise, and to use this clarity to guide your next steps. By giving yourself the grace to process these emotions, you allow the eclipse energy to work for you, rather than against you. The process of emotional healing and transformation takes time, but the rewards of this growth will be felt long after the eclipse has passed. As you navigate through this intense period, remember that you are being supported by the universe. The eclipse is here to help you shed old layers, to break free from what's been holding you back, and to embrace a new chapter of emotional clarity and connection. While this may not be an easy time, it is a necessary one for your personal and relational growth. The healing you experience during this period can lead to stronger, more authentic connections with yourself and others. Communication becomes especially important during this period, but it's not just about talking, it's about truly listening. It's a time when you are called to share your thoughts and feelings with your partner, but also to make space for them to share theirs. The energy of the lunar eclipse invites you to be open and vulnerable, allowing both of you to connect on a deeper level. This is not the moment to hold back or hide behind emotional defenses. Instead, the eclipse encourages you to speak from your heart, to express what has been weighing on your mind, and to allow your partner to do the same. It's a time for honest, heartfelt communication that can create a space for healing and growth within the relationship. The eclipse energy is one of revelation, and it brings the opportunity to understand each other in a way that may have been difficult before. Often in relationships, we hold back certain feelings or avoid discussing difficult topics because we fear conflict or misunderstanding. The lunar eclipse pushes us to release these fears and embrace the full range of our emotions. It encourages us to face the truth, both the truths about ourselves and the truths about our partner, and to share them openly, without fear of judgment. Vulnerability becomes a strength, and through this openness, both partners can create a deeper emotional bond. The eclipse asks you to let go of the superficial layers and connect authentically, allowing for more genuine communication and mutual understanding. However, while honesty is key, so is the ability to truly listen. It's easy to focus on expressing your own emotions, but during this time, it's just as important to listen to what your partner has to say. True communication is a two-way street, and the lunar eclipse invites you to take the time to hear each other, to really understand what the other is feeling and thinking. Listening goes beyond just hearing words. It's about being fully present, paying attention to the emotional nuances behind what is being said, and showing empathy and compassion. It's about creating a space where both of you can express yourselves without fear of being dismissed or misunderstood. As the lunar eclipse shines a light on your emotional world, it also highlights areas where flexibility and compromise are needed. It is a time to examine where you may both need to bend in order for the relationship to continue growing. The eclipse reveals the places where rigidity or stubbornness may have been creating obstacles, and it provides an opportunity to address those areas with understanding. Compromise becomes essential during this period, not as a concession, but as a means to ensure that both of you are heard and respected. It's a reminder that relationships are not about being right or having the upper hand. It is about working together, finding a middle ground, and showing up for each other with empathy. The energy of the eclipse also highlights the importance of finding common ground, especially when facing emotional challenges. It encourages both partners to take a step back and reflect on what really matters in the relationship. Are there areas where you've been holding on to old patterns or expectations that are no longer serving you? The eclipse invites you to reconsider these things and to approach your relationship with a spirit of collaboration. It is not about winning arguments or proving points. It is about finding ways to meet each other halfway, to respect each other's feelings, and to navigate challenges with mutual support. The lunar eclipse can open the door to true emotional intimacy, especially where there were once walls or barriers between you and your partner. These emotional walls may have been built up over time, either out of fear, past hurts, or misunderstandings. The eclipse energy brings with it the chance to tear down those walls and create a deeper connection. This is a time for healing, for letting go of past resentments, and for embracing the vulnerability that allows both partners to be seen and heard fully. As you navigate through this emotional process, you may find that your connection grows stronger, more authentic, and more resilient. This period is not just about resolving conflicts or addressing emotional issues. It's about building something more solid and lasting. The eclipse energy serves as a reminder that love is not just about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them together. It's about supporting each other through the challenges, being open to change, and growing as individuals and as a couple. The opportunities for emotional growth during this time are immense. By being open, vulnerable, and willing to compromise, you can create a deeper bond and a more fulfilling relationship. In relationships, the lunar eclipse encourages you to take a step back and reflect on your emotional needs and desires. It's a time to reassess what you want from the connection and whether those needs are being met. This period asks you to get clear on your boundaries and to communicate those boundaries in a way that fosters respect and understanding. At the same time, it also calls for a willingness to listen to your partner's needs and to adjust your approach accordingly. Flexibility is key, and the eclipse provides the perfect opportunity to recalibrate your expectations, allowing both partners to move forward with a renewed sense of emotional clarity. Ultimately, this is a time for transformation within the relationship. The lunar eclipse offers the potential for profound change, both individually and as a couple. It's about peeling back the layers of fear, misunderstanding, and emotional baggage that may have been holding you both back and creating the space for deeper intimacy and trust. By embracing the energy of the eclipse, you can foster a more authentic, compassionate, and connected relationship that is built on honesty, compromise, and mutual respect. This is an opportunity for emotional renewal, and the universe is guiding you both toward a stronger, more aligned connection. To fully embrace the positive energy that this lunar eclipse offers, it's essential to focus on cultivating love and gratitude within your relationship. This is a time to set positive intentions for the future you want to create together. Think about the kind of connection you both desire and envision a bond that is grounded in mutual respect, trust, and understanding. This period is not just about weathering challenges, but about actively shaping a future that reflects the love and commitment you share. Visualizing this connection can help manifest it into reality, aligning your energies toward a shared vision that supports both your emotional needs and aspirations. During this time, it is crucial to incorporate acts of kindness, both big and small, into your relationship. Simple gestures, whether it's a thoughtful compliment, a quiet moment of support, or a grander gesture that expresses your appreciation, can significantly shift the energy in your connection. When tensions arise, these acts of kindness can act as a bridge, helping to bring the focus back to the love and understanding you have for one another. Small changes in how you communicate or how you express affection can set a new tone in your relationship, moving it from a place of tension to one of mutual love and respect. Even when things feel intense or difficult, it is important to remember that love and kindness can soften the atmosphere and create space for healing. Spending quality time together is another powerful way to strengthen your connection during this period. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind, to lose sight of the emotional bond you share in the midst of life's demands. But the lunar eclipse calls for a pause, a moment to reflect on the importance of nurturing your relationship. Whether it's a weekend getaway, a simple evening of conversation, or a shared activity that brings joy, making time for each other will create lasting memories and deepen your connection. These moments of togetherness not only foster a sense of closeness, but also reinforce the emotional intimacy that is so crucial in building a strong relationship. Along with spending time together, nurturing each other's emotional needs will bring you closer than ever before. This is the time to check in with your partner, to truly understand what they need emotionally, and to make an effort to meet those needs. This mutual care and attention create an environment where both partners feel supported and valued. Whether your partner needs reassurance, encouragement, or simply someone to listen, taking the time to address these emotional needs strengthens the foundation of your relationship. By being present and attentive, you show your partner that you are invested in their well-being, and this creates a deeper bond of trust and affection. In the midst of the eclipse's intensity, it is essential to take a step back and appreciate the relationship you have. The energy of the lunar eclipse invites you to reflect on how far you've come, the growth you've experienced individually and as a couple, and the strength of the connection you share. It's easy to become fixated on the challenges, to focus on the issues that need addressing. But the eclipse offers an opportunity to pause and celebrate the journey you've taken together. It's a moment to acknowledge the progress you've made, the ways in which you've supported each other, and the depth of your emotional connection. Taking time to appreciate these aspects of your relationship can renew your commitment to each other and remind you of the beauty of the bond you share. Love, while sometimes challenging, is one of the most transformative forces in the universe. The lunar eclipse reminds us that love is not just about the easy moments, but also about the work we do to nurture and sustain it. It's a force that asks us to show up for each other, to confront difficulties together, and to grow both individually and as a couple. Love has the power to heal wounds, overcome obstacles, and create a foundation for a shared future. This eclipse brings the potential to deepen your emotional connection, to strengthen the bonds that unite you, and to reaffirm the commitment you have to each other. It's a time to embrace the transformative power of love, and to allow it to guide your relationship to new heights of understanding, intimacy, and emotional fulfillment. This period is not just about managing the intensity of emotions. It's about cultivating an environment where love can flourish. With the right mindset, this lunar eclipse can be a turning point for your relationship, opening the door to new opportunities for connection, growth, and healing. By focusing on love, kindness, and mutual support, you can navigate the challenges of this time with grace and come out stronger on the other side. It's a reminder that even in times of intensity, love remains a powerful force for change and transformation. Through patience, understanding, and a commitment to each other's emotional well-being, you can create a relationship that is not only resilient, but also deeply fulfilling and rewarding. As you move through this period of heightened emotional energy, it's important to remember that the lunar eclipse offers not just challenges, but also incredible opportunities for connection, renewal, and healing. The intensity of this moment can amplify feelings of love and affection, creating a powerful space where the bond between you and your partner can grow stronger. Whether you're in a long-term relationship that has lost some of its spark or a newer connection that could benefit from deeper understanding, this eclipse creates an opening for rediscovery. It's a time to rekindle the love and commitment that first brought you together. The emotional intensity that the eclipse brings is not something to fear, but to embrace, as it has the potential to deepen the connection between you and your partner in ways that were previously unimagined. You might feel drawn to revisit the aspects of your relationship that made it special in the first place. For those who have been together for some time, the eclipse invites you to reignite the flame, to rediscover the passion and intimacy that may have been overshadowed by the demands of daily life. It's a moment when old emotional wounds can be healed, when the space between you and your partner can be bridged with understanding and compassion. For newer relationships, this eclipse offers a chance to deepen your connection, to move beyond surface-level interactions, and to explore the emotional depths that lie beneath. The eclipse serves as a reminder that relationships require ongoing nurturing, that they are not static but constantly evolving, and that the foundation of any lasting bond is love, trust, and mutual respect. Along with this opportunity for connection comes a powerful invitation for forgiveness. The energy of the eclipse creates a fertile ground for releasing old hurts, resentment, and misunderstandings that may have been keeping you apart. These unresolved issues, whether recent or long-standing, have a way of lingering in the background, influencing your interactions and creating barriers to deeper intimacy. The lunar eclipse shines a light on these issues, urging you to confront them and let them go. If you've been holding on to a past mistake, a conflict that hasn't been resolved, or any emotional baggage from previous experiences, now is the time to release it. Forgiveness is not about forgetting what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional weight that it carries. It's about creating space for healing, both for yourself and for your partner. Forgiveness, whether extended toward yourself or your partner, is a transformative act. It allows you to let go of the past and to move forward with a renewed sense of emotional clarity. It's a chance to release resentment that has been quietly building, preventing your relationship from evolving. When you forgive, you open up the possibility for growth and transformation. It's in this space of healing that relationships can begin to evolve into something deeper, more authentic, and more resilient. The eclipse provides an opportunity to shed old patterns of blame, judgment, and emotional detachment, and to replace them with compassion, understanding, and acceptance. In addition to forgiveness, the lunar eclipse encourages a deeper level of introspection and self-awareness. It's a time to examine your own emotional landscape and the ways in which you contribute to the dynamics within your relationships. Are there unresolved issues within yourself that need healing? Are there emotional patterns or behaviors that you've been repeating that might be holding you back from experiencing deeper intimacy? The eclipse is an opportunity to take a hard look at these patterns and to make the conscious decision to shift them. It's a time to work on your own healing so that you can show up more fully in your relationship with an open heart and a willingness to engage deeply. As the eclipse brings these emotional dynamics to the surface, it's also a time to create new emotional foundations within your relationship. It's not just about confronting past wounds. It's about building a more solid, healthy, and supportive future together. The energy of the eclipse offers the possibility to renew your commitment to each other, to redefine the terms of your connection, and to create a relationship that reflects your shared values, desires, and dreams. It's a time to strengthen the emotional bond between you and your partner by focusing on what truly matters: love, trust, and mutual respect. This eclipse is a reminder that love is not something that happens to us, but something we choose to cultivate and nurture each day. Forgiveness is a key part of this process, but so is gratitude. As you navigate this emotional terrain, take a moment to reflect on the positive aspects of your relationship. The eclipse energy brings clarity, and in that clarity, you may begin to see the ways in which your partner has supported you, loved you, and helped you grow. This is a time to acknowledge these contributions and to express gratitude, not just for the good times, but for the challenges as well. Challenges are often what help relationships grow and evolve, and this eclipse provides the opportunity to honor both the easy and the difficult parts of your journey together. The lunar eclipse is not just about addressing past issues, it's about moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose and commitment. It's a time to release what no longer serves you, whether that's emotional baggage, past resentments, or old patterns, and to create the space for something new to emerge. The eclipse energy encourages you to open your heart, to embrace vulnerability, and to trust that the healing you experience during this time will have a lasting impact on your relationship. It is about letting go of the fear and the old stories that have held you back, and stepping into a new phase of emotional connection, one that is grounded in love, forgiveness, and mutual respect. As you move through this time, keep in mind that the eclipse is offering you a chance for emotional renewal. It's an opportunity to heal, to forgive, and to strengthen the bond you share with your partner. This is a time when love can deepen and connections can become more authentic. The eclipse presents the possibility of transformation, not just in your relationship, but within yourself as well. By embracing the energy of this time, you open yourself to a new level of emotional intimacy, one that allows both you and your partner to grow together in ways that you hadn't imagined before. As you move through the energy of this lunar eclipse, it's important to embrace the transformations it brings, even if they feel challenging or overwhelming at times. The eclipse has a way of bringing things to the surface that may have been buried for a while. Emotions, fears, unresolved issues within yourself or your relationships. Whether these emotions are difficult to process or they provide you with newfound clarity, trust that everything happening is part of a larger process. The universe is leading you toward a deeper understanding of who you are and the connections you share with others. This period of transformation is not random or without purpose. It is the universe's way of guiding you toward emotional growth, greater self-awareness, and the healing of old wounds. The energy of the eclipse creates an opportunity for reflection. It encourages you to take a moment to assess where you are emotionally, where you've been, and where you want to go. This is a time to look within, to see the patterns and beliefs that have shaped your emotional experiences and relationships. Use this moment to reflect on how far you've come and where there is room for healing or growth. Sometimes, the most profound insights come when we allow ourselves to pause, to listen to what's bubbling up within us, and to give ourselves the space to truly feel. Trust that whatever comes up during this time is here to teach you something valuable. It may be difficult to face at first, but the lessons you learn now will pave the way for a healthier, more fulfilling future. Healing is at the heart of this eclipse. If there are old wounds that need tending to, this is a perfect time to begin the process of healing. Whether these wounds are emotional scars from past relationships, unresolved feelings toward others, or even self-doubt that has held you back, the energy of the eclipse allows you to acknowledge and release these burdens. By confronting these old pains, you create the space to let them go, allowing your emotional body to heal and move forward without the weight of past hurts. Healing is not about forgetting, it's about transforming your relationship with your past so that it no longer controls or limits your present. As you reflect and heal, it's essential to trust in the process. The journey may not always be easy, and it may not always be clear where it is leading you. However, the lunar eclipse is not about rushing toward an outcome. It's about taking the time to process, to sit with your feelings, and to understand the deeper layers of your emotional landscape. The universe is not asking you to have everything figured out right now. It's asking you to trust that step by step, you are being guided toward emotional growth and clarity. This trust in the process will help you navigate the challenges with more ease and grace. Throughout this time, remember that your emotional needs are important. The eclipse energy is encouraging you to become more attuned to these needs, to recognize where they may have been neglected or overlooked. Whether it's the need for more time for self-care, the need for deeper communication in your relationships, or the need to let go of something that no longer serves you, this is a time to honor your emotional well-being. Listen to your heart, trust what it's telling you, and take action that aligns with your emotional truth. As you embrace the eclipse's energy, take a deep breath and release what no longer serves you. Whether it's negative thought patterns, unhealed wounds, or old emotional baggage, let go of whatever is weighing you down. The eclipse is a powerful tool for transformation, and by releasing the past, you make room for new energy to enter your life. It's important to allow yourself to let go without fear or attachment, trusting that the universe will bring what you need in due time. When you release the old, you make space for new growth, new opportunities, and new connections that align more closely with your true emotional needs. The eclipse's energy is a guide toward love, healing, and personal growth. It offers the chance to deepen your relationships, both with yourself and others, by opening up to vulnerability, compassion, and understanding. By using this time to reflect, to heal, and to release what no longer serves you, you are paving the way for a future that is more aligned with your authentic self. The journey through this eclipse may not be without its challenges, but know that it is ultimately leading you toward a place of greater emotional connection, clarity, and peace. This is not a time to shy away from difficult emotions or avoid the work that needs to be done. Instead, it's an invitation to face these emotions with courage and an open heart, knowing that by doing so, you are creating the foundation for deeper emotional fulfillment. Trust in the process, trust in the timing of the universe, and allow the lunar eclipse to reveal the path to greater emotional connection. The healing, growth, and transformation that this period offers will be worth every step of the journey.